right, we're live here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you for Game 2 of this three-game set between the Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves. Of course, the Dodgers got a big 6-1 win yesterday. We'll see how they do tonight with Dustin May pitching his first game in almost 2 years. That's going to be the big story. Let's go through the Dodgers lineup real quick. Shohei Ohtani leading off at DH. Of course, Mookie Betts batting second. Shortstop, Tommy Edman slipping into the number 3 role. Second baseman, of course, Freddie Freeman still out after falling in the shower. Teoscar Hernández is batting cleanup. Right fielder. Batting fifth will be Will Smith. Catcher, Enrique Hernandez, first baseman, batting sixth. Miguel Rojas, the third baseman tonight, going in for Max Muncy, batting seventh. Andy Pajes batting eighth at center field. And the number 9 hitter getting his first start of 2025, Chris Taylor, left fielder tonight, going to be the number 9 hitter. Interested to see what Chris Taylor is going to do for the Dodgers. For the Braves, Michael Harris II will be leading off, center fielder. Austin Riley batting second, third baseman. Batting third will be Matt Olson, the first baseman. Batting fourth cleanup will be Marcell Ozuna, the DH. Batting fifth will be Ozzie Albies, the second baseman. Drake Baldwin will be the catcher, batting sixth. Brian De La Cruz, left fielder, batting seventh. Jared Kelenic will be the right fielder and batting eighth. And then Nick Allen will be batting ninth and is a shortstop for the Atlanta Braves. And, of course, for the Atlanta Braves, they have the reigning Cy Young winner, Chris Sale, on the mound tonight. This guy, of course, is a proven pitcher, a star pitcher that the Dodgers are going to have to face. Arguably the best pitcher they've faced so far in this young 2025 season. Maybe Tarek Skubal is up there with one of those really good pitchers. But Chris Sale is definitely a pitcher that you have to look out for and is one of the top guys for sure in Major League Baseball. And then for the Dodgers, you have Dustin May, who's, in his first game in so long after, the Tommy John and the esophageal injury he had last year. It's been a rough time for Dustin May. Almost lost his life last year, which he, of course, commented in a recent interview. And this guy's been through a lot, and he's back in Major League Baseball, back to being a starting pitcher. First game in such a long time, since May of 23, almost 2 years ago. So I think that's the big story that everybody around baseball is going to be looking for, how Dustin May does tonight against the Atlanta Braves, which is, going to be interesting to see. So they're almost set out there at Dodger Stadium. Another big crowd. Dodgers trying to break the LA Dodger record in terms of wins to start off the year, right? They've, of course, started off the season 6-0, right? 6-0. They win tonight, they will beat the record that the 81 team, of course, had, which was a 6-0 start back in 1981. And if they could do that tonight, it'd be great. It'd be an LA Dodger record. Of course, the Dodger record goes all the way back to 1955 when the Brooklyn Dodgers started off the season going 10-0 and winning the World Series. Their only World Series out in Brooklyn, right? So that, the Dodger record is definitely obtainable, but you got to take it game by game. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's try to break the LA Dodger record first tonight against the Braves, which should be super cool to see the Dodgers break that record tonight, making Dodger history, right? Basically, the Dodgers have an opportunity to make history tonight, which is not something, you hear every day in baseball. So Dustin May on the mound, getting set to face Michael Harris II, who had a home run yesterday. Basically the only offense that the Braves had yesterday. A 6-1 beatdown that this Dodger team had on Atlanta. An Atlanta team that, has yet to win a game yet in 25, right? They've had a terrible start to the season. It's been a rough start, to say the least. And they are, a team that's going to have to turn around if they want to have a shot at the playoffs. So they're getting set out there. Dustin May is having his final warm-up pitches. And we're going to bring you the entire game here on Dodgers Digest. So thanks, everybody who's hopping on the stream. If this is the first time you're seeing Dodgers Digest, make sure to like this video. Make sure to share it with your friends who are Dodger fans or friends who are just baseball fans, right? Just share it around. We got a pretty cool channel here. Over 7,000 you've hopped on the Dodger bandwagon train, which is pretty cool. And, yeah, it's been super fun covering the Dodgers day-to-day, week-to-week. And, of course, we got the weekly live stream as well. Just wanted to shout that out. We got Monday morning live streams, 8 a.m. talking Dodger baseball. And then tomorrow we're going to have a live post-game here on the channel. About 30 minutes after the final out or so tomorrow against the Braves. We'll be hopping on the channel to talk Dodger baseball. So keep an eye out for the link, right? The link that will be posted on this channel. Cold night out in L.A. First pitch to Harris II is in there for strike one. Lights on, taking effect at Dodger Stadium. Kind of strange to say that in April, right? Today's April 1st, right? April 1st, April Fool's Day. 0-1 pitch to Harris II is outside to make the count 1-1. So hopefully nobody tricked you on April Fool's. Of course, an LA radio today, for those of you listening, or, you got to be listening to LA radio, right? I mean, it's one of the biggest markets in LA. 1-1 pitch is going to be fouled away by Harris II. Today in LA radio, there was a pretty cool April Fool's joke given out by one of the most iconic radio stations in LA, in KLOS. I grew up listening to KLOS, one of my favorite radio stations, and their April Fool's joke was basically playing Yacht Rock the entire day, which is such a funny joke, right? The 1-2 pitch to Harris II is outside and made the count 2-2. So pretty crazy listening to Yacht Rock all day on KLOS. We love KLOS here on Dodgers Digest. And, of course, nobody on here in the top of the first, nobody out. 2-2 pitch to Harris II is upstairs to make the count 3-2. So, Dustin May, it's going to be interesting to see, how he settles in this game, right, with not having faced major league hitters in a, real situation so long, right? 3-2 pitch to Harris II is in there for strike three, right down the middle. And, Dustin May, runs off the mound feeling really good about himself, getting that first strikeout in so long. You see him, breathing heavily and just really excited about what he just accomplished right now on the field. It's basically the first strikeout of the game, but Dustin May is already really pumped up, right? I mean, after everything that he's been through, it's super cool to see him get that first K. So Harris II goes down on strikes. Austin Riley, the batter now for the Braves, third baseman. First pitch to Riley, swung on and missed, 97 miles an hour. So first few pitches from, May have been on point, 96, 97. Austin Riley has really struggled to start off this year. 2 for 18 so far to kick off 25. Really rough year for Austin Riley. The 0-1 pitch is going to be hit up the right field line to Teoscar Hernández. He's going into foul territory, and that will leave the ballpark. Just not a lot of foul territory there at Dodger Stadium on either side, right field or left field, right? Very little foul territory to make plays ever since, of course, they had the... when they fixed up Dodger Stadium and added more seats up the lines, right? Because there used to be more foul territory at Dodger Stadium. Definitely used to be more. As Dustin May looks in. 0-2 pitch to Riley's going to be upstairs to make the count 1-2. So where you're watching us from, comment below. If you're seeing the stream for the first time, thanks for hopping on Dodgers Digest. 1-2 pitch to Riley's going to be inside to make the count 2-2. We got these watch-alongs happening here on the channel all the time, covering the Dodgers in no other way that you've seen before, right? I don't believe there's any other Dodger channel doing watch-alongs like us, so you got to tune in. 2-2 pitch to Riley is going to be swung on and missed for strike three. Big strikeout for Dustin May, second of the night. Let's see if Dustin May can strike out the side. That'd be super cool if he could do that in his first inning of work in almost 2 years. A great pitch there from Dustin May, fooling Austin Riley. And Matt Olson, the first baseman, will come to the plate. And that sinking fastball, like they're talking about, oral on the broadcast, has been super important to watch. First pitch to Olsen is outside to make the count 1-0. That's been the key so far for Dustin May, having that sinking fastball, really having a lot of movement, a lot of velocity and a lot of movement, right? Which is super important. 1-0 pitch is going to be swung on and missed for strike one. Great pitch there from Dustin May. The 1-1 pitch to Olsen is going to be swung on and missed right down the middle, getting Olsen to swing right through that. So the count will go to 1-2. Dustin May a strike away from striking out the side in his first inning of work in almost 2 years. Let's see if Dustin can accomplish that. Crowd stands as one at Dodger Stadium. 1-2 pitch is going to be in there for strike three, and Dustin May strikes out the side in his first inning of work in almost 2 years. Super cool moment here at Dodger Stadium. We go to the bottom of the first inning with the score 0-0. Back here on Dodgers Digest. What a big moment for Dustin May. Mike Nelson here with you. Dustin May striking out the side after being out for almost 2 years out of baseball. Super cool moment here at Dodgers Stadium. Fans giving Dustin May an ovation. And we're ready to go here now with the Chris Sale, left-handed pitcher facing Ohtani. First pitch from Sale to Ohtani's in there for strike one. Chris Sale, Cy Young winner last year, went 18-3. A 2.38 ERA, had his best season in his career. This guy, one of the best pitchers in the game, right? 0-1 pitch to Ohtani's going to be hit right to the second baseman Albies. He gets it to Olsen at first for the first out. So Ohtani starts off the day going 0 for 1 with a ground out. Chris Sale going back to his years with the Red Sox, had, of course, Tommy John surgery back in 2020. Had a fractured rib, as shown on the graphic on the broadcast, and has had injuries, and he bounced back in 24 and, won the Cy Young, right? Kind of came out of nowhere and won the Cy Young, kind of seeing the old Chris Sale of old, right? First pitch to Betts is in there for strike one. But, Sale is an experienced pitcher. The Dodgers, have to be on their toes for, 0-1 pitch is down and away to make the count 1-1. That's, when you're facing these sort of pitchers, it's different than facing, like Grant Holmes yesterday, right? I mean, no offense to Grant Holmes, but he's no Chris Sale, right? Chris Sale is a different type of pitcher completely, and he's a proven star in this game. The 1-1 pitch to Betts is going to be in there for strike two. Good curveball there from Sale. We're talking about how, Sale was an all-star for 7 straight years, right? I mean, this guy has definitely been a proven star for sure in the past in baseball. 1-2 pitch is going to be hit foul off of the backstop to remain the count 1-2. So it's 0-0 in the bottom of the first inning. Dodgers and Braves, game 2 of this 3-game set out at Dodger Stadium. Tomorrow will be an early start, 5:30 p.m. local time. 1-2 pitch to Betts is going to be hit foul. Betts started off the season hitting .385. What a start for Mookie Betts for the Dodgers, hitting .385. Betts, of course, having the stomach flu to kick off the year, missing those games in Japan, but he's looked great out here stateside. Chris Sale will give up 3 runs in his first start, 6 hits, kind of a rough start for him back on Thursday on opening day. 1-2 pitch to Betts is upstairs to make the count 2-2. Betts on batting right now. Tommy Edman, the number 3 hitter, on deck. 2-2 pitch to Betts is going to be hit foul and out of play. So Betts really working hard here, giving Chris Sale some trouble for sure. Really trying to make Chris Sale earn his pitches, right? For sure. Not just going to go down easily, which is what Mookie Betts is doing here, trying to drive that pitch count up on Chris Sale. Next pitch is swung on and missed, and Mookie Betts goes down on strikes. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the first inning. Good off-speed pitch there from Chris Sale. So, the off-speed pitch is really working well for Chris Sale here in the early going out at Dodger Stadium. So Tommy Edman comes up to the plate. First pitch to Edman is in there for strike 1. So the opposite of what we saw yesterday with Grant Holmes. Chris Sale is getting ahead in the counts. Something extremely different from yesterday for sure. The second pitch to Edman's down and away to make the count 1-1. Yesterday Grant Holmes was basically down in the counts the whole way through, right? Wasn't able to get ahead. 1-1 pitch to Edman is going to be hit to left field to De La Cruz. He makes the out. We'll go to the top of the second inning with the score 0-0. Back here on Dodgers Digest, Mike Nelson here with you. Dodgers and Braves 0-0 after the first inning. Dustin May pitching his first game in a couple years, struck out the side back in the top of the first. He'll now face Marcelo Osuna. First pitch to Osuna is down and away to make the count 1-0. 15 pitches for May in that first inning. Pretty solid performance for sure. The question is going to be how many innings are we going to get out of Dustin May, right? After so long without pitching, 0-1 pitch is going to be in there for strike one to make the count 1-1. And, of course, Ozuna didn't like the call there. 1-1 pitch is going to be outside for ball two. And, on that strike three call that Dustin May got, basically getting Olsen to strike out looking, it looked a little bit outside, As a Dodger fan, of course, you want to see him get the strikeout, but the umpire definitely has a big strike zone tonight. The 2-1 pitch is going to be hit for a base hit. Teoscar Hernandez feels this near the wall. He's going to throw it into second. Ozuna will stay at first. So the Braves have their first base runner of the game. First base runner of this entire ball game, right? First hit, first base runner. Good piece of hitting there for Ozuna. So the Braves got a runner at first. Nobody out here in the top of the second inning. The score is 0-0. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Blake Snell on the mound tomorrow. 5:30 start for the Dodgers. First pitch to Albies is going to be in there for strike one. Albies, the number 5 hitter for the Braves. 3-time All-Star, ninth season in baseball. All with Atlanta. 0-1 pitch to Albies is going to be out in there for strike two. Looked a little bit outside. Umpire gives May the call. Like we talked about, the umpire tonight has a big strike zone for both pitchers. So, May and Sale are going to try to take advantage of that all night long. 0-2 pitch to Albies is going to be inside to make the count 1-2. And that almost actually hit Albies. Had to get out of the way on that pitch. Almost hit his leg. As May checks Ozuna at first. Down to 2 seconds on that pitch clock. May gets the pitch off. Albies fouls it away to keep the count 1-2. Of course, Dustin May's had Tommy John surgery back in 21. 1-2 pitches fouled away, and then in 23 had to have another surgery to kind of fix that Tommy John. So has had 2 major surgeries on that arm, and then of course had the esophageal surgery last year. So definitely a lot of adversity that Dustin May has faced in his young baseball career, all with the Dodgers. The 1-2 pitch to Albies. He swung on and missed for Dustin May's 4th strikeout of the night. So a lot of Ks early on, just like last night with Tyler Glasnow, right? Picking up those Ks early. That's what Dustin May's doing tonight for the Dodgers as well. Picking up those strikeouts early. As Drake Baldwin, the catcher, now comes up for the Braves. First pitch to Baldwin is outside to make the count 1-0. Braves have a runner at second, 1 out here in the top of the second inning. The score is 0-0. One 0 pitch to Baldwin is going to be in there to make the count 1-1. Baldwin, the Braves catcher for tonight's game, just like last night. 1-1 pitch to Baldwin is going to be outside to make the count 2-1. Definitely the crowd not as loud tonight at Dodger Stadium Tuesday night. Yesterday was a pretty wild crowd with the hoodie giveaway. 2-1 pitch is going to be outside to make the count 3-1. So Dustin May getting to his third 3-ball count in this game. We're talking about Dustin May's big day that he had back in the COVID season. Think about it, that was 5 years ago. 3-1 pitch is going to be in there. Actually going to be outside. I believe looked like strike 2 there, but they're going to say that's a ball 4. It looked like it had nipped the strike zone looking at the replay. So big call there for the umpires. Drake Baldwin walks. Braves get their first walk of the game. So the Braves have first and second with Brian De La Cruz coming up to the plate, left fielder. They got first and second with 1 out here in the top of the second inning. And you know, teams have to take advantage of these rallies early on if they want to have a shot to beat the Dodgers. The first pitch to De La Cruz is going to be hit right up the middle. And Edmonds got it. He'll throw to second to Betts, and Betts loses the baseball. And now this ball's going to roll all the way to the line there, to the wall. And Ozuna will score as De La Cruz will go to second. So try to go for the double play. Betts just lost the ball. Looked like he was trying to throw it, but he mishandled it. As looking at the replay, Edmund does get this to Betts. And Betts kind of throws this off of the base runner, looks like. Looks like it goes off the base runner. As Betts just fumbles the ball and just throws it extremely wide. And it ends up rolling all the way basically into right field to the right field wall in foul territory. And that scores the run. So now Jared Kelenic, left-handed batter, comes up to the plate. So I believe that will be scored in error. They haven't said yet on the broadcast if it was scored in error or not, but the Braves take the lead here on an unearned run after Betts fumbles the ball there on a double play opportunity. 0-1 pitch to Kelenic is in there for strike 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the second. Braves 1, Dodgers nothing. That ball was crushed up the middle. Looked like the Dodgers had a bit of a shift. Edmund fielded it perfectly, but Betts was unable to get that throw over to Hernandez at first. 0-2 pitch is upstairs to make the count 1-2. Just hope that Dustin May could get through this inning without giving up more runs. Right, already giving up 1 here in the second inning. One-two pitch to Kelenic is outside to make the count 2-2. Two-two pitch to Kelenic is going to be hit to the second baseman Edmund. He'll get it to Hernandez at first. So we'll go to the bottom of the second inning with the Atlanta Braves now leading 1-0. So the Braves get their first lead of the series, right? Yesterday, the Dodgers led the entire ball game and never had a trail. So we'll see how the Dodgers can respond here. Facing a very good pitcher, right, in Chris Sale, the 2024 NL Cy Young winner for the Braves. So, of course, Teoscar Hernández will be coming up for the Dodgers, the cleanup hitter tonight. Dodgers went 1-2-3 back in the first. Going to go through the comments here. Alfonso Torres watching us from South Carolina. Thanks for watching. We got Matt Villan. What's up? Thanks, everybody, for watching tonight's Dodgers Digest broadcast. If you're seeing the broadcast for the first time, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, make sure to share the video to friends and family that are Dodger fans or baseball fans. We're going to be doing watch-alongs and a lot of cool stuff here on the channel. We're going to take a quick break, though. I'll be right back here for the bottom of the second inning on Dodgers Digest. back here on Dodgers Digest. They're talking about how the Dodgers have 14 home runs through the start of the year, and actually that's second, right? I believe the Yankees are number one, but think about that, 14 home runs only through 6 games. Pretty crazy for the Dodgers, that stat. As the first pitch from Sale to Hernandez is down and away to make the count 1-0. Hernandez, Teoscar Hernandez, that is, going 5 for 22 to kick off the year. Had a big homer yesterday. 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed to make the count 1-1. And once again, we talked about it yesterday. Hernandez has, Teoscar has been falling for that off-speed pitch down and away. And it's been the pitch to get him out on. And Sale gets him to swing right through that pitch down and away. 1-1 pitch, throws it this time inside, down and inside. And then Hernandez is going to foul the ball off of his foot. So Hernandez in some pain now, and Dave Roberts and the training staff will come out because it looks like Hernandez really got this off of his toe ankle, looked like. This is right off of his foot. There's no padding on those, cleats. So, and as we know, modern baseball cleats are not like the modern baseball, not like the old cleats of before, right? Where these are almost really light shoes, right? So you see Teoscar and the trainer kind of talking it over. But it looks like Teoscar's going to stay in the game. Fans cheer for Teo. There's nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Braves are leading the Dodgers 1-0. Dodgers coming into this game with a 6-0 record. Braves are 0-5 kick off the year. 1-2 pitch is going to be hit in between second and third, but the shortstop Allen's got it. He throws over to first, but it's not in time. Good attempt there from Nick Allen, the Braves shortstop. But Teoscar Hernandez beats it out there for the Dodgers' first hit of the game. First base runner, first hit of the game. And you can't call that an error because it's not a routine play. It was a good stop there, a good backhand stop from the shortstop Allen. So now Will Smith will come to the plate. First pitch to Smith is going to be in there to make the count 0-1. Good pitch there from Smith on the outside corner. Hitting .467 to kick off the year, Will Smith. It's crazy. As a catcher, hitting almost .500 to kick off the 2025 season. As Smith will take that off of his arm. So the Dodgers have first and second with nobody out. Hit by the pitch. And Kike Hernandez will now come to the plate for the Dodgers. First baseman tonight, in for the injured Freddie Freeman. That went right off of the padding that Smith has next to his elbow. So Smith, it hurts, but would have been worse if he wasn't wearing those pads, that's for sure. Getting hit by a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, right? So Hernandez, Kike Hernandez, Teoscar Hernandez at second, and Smith at first. The first pitch is swung on and missed by Kike. Yesterday, of course, Kike Hernandez picking up his second home run of the 2025 season. Already off to a great start here this year. 0-1 pitch to Kike is going to be hit foul to make the count 0-2. So Teoscar at second, Smith at first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Dodgers already having a rally. Braves up 1-0 after an error from Mookie Betts. 0-2 pitch is going to be hit foul and out of play to keep the count 0-2. We see that with Kike Hernandez all the time, right? This guy is a really tough out. 2 strikes. This guy rarely strikes out on 3 pitches, right? Rarely. And even right here, Kike Hernandez falls on the count, right? Falls behind, but still fights back. 0-2 pitch is going to be hit foul and out of play once again. 23 pitches already for Chris Sale. And the Dodgers, of course, having their first mini rally here early would be great for the Dodgers. They can try to tie up this game early, right? Trailing 1-0. This team knows how to come back, right? We saw it last Friday against the Tigers. 0-2 pitch is going to be outside to make the count 1-2. This team has found a way to win, win easy, coming back and forth games. They've yet to lose in this young season, right? Kicking off the year, going 6-0. 1-2 pitch is going to be swung on and missed to strike out. Kike Hernandez Sale picks up his second strikeout of the night. And Miguel Rojas will now come to the plate, the third baseman for the Dodgers, with Max Muncy getting the night off. Or at least on the bench to start, right? I'm sure Muncy is still available tonight to be a pinch hitter. But Rojas getting the nod tonight at third base. First pitch to Rojas is going to be swung on and missed. Good pitch there from Sale. Off speed, getting Rojas to swing right through that. Had 8 starts last year at third base. So not a player that you would see all the time at third base. But as we know with Dave Roberts and the Dodgers, I mean, if you're an infielder, you're going to play all over the field, right? I mean, we have Kike Hernandez playing first base, not a player that's traditionally known as a first baseman. Oh, 1 pitch to Rojas is going to be swung on and missed to make the count 0-2. Teoscar Hernández at second, Will Smith at first. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Braves 1, Dodgers nothing. So Rojas in the 0-2 hole. 0-2 pitch is going to be hit foul and out of play. The Sale already up to almost 30 pitches in only the second inning. So, with the Braves, the way their, pitching has been this year, especially their bullpen, I don't know if Sale, I don't know if this guy's probably going to be kept in, 90 to 100 pitches, I assume. We saw that yesterday with Grant Holmes. 0-2 pitch is going to be down and away to make the count 1-2. I don't expect, the Braves to have a short leash on Chris Sale. They're going to try to keep this guy in as long as he can go because their pitching just hasn't been up to par to kick off the 25 season. 1-2 pitch to Rojas is outside to make the count 2-2. See a lot of Dodger hitters really being patient up there with Sale. Looking for not swinging at the bad pitches and looking for the pitches in the strike zone to swing at, right? 2-2 pitch is going to be popped up. And center fielder Michael Harris, the second, has got it. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the second inning. Dodgers still have 2 on. And Andy Pajes, the center fielder, will now come to the plate. Andy Pajes starting every game so far to kick off the 25 season. So definitely getting a lot of playing time for the Dodgers. First pitch to Pajes is outside to make the count 1-0. Chris Taylor getting his first start of the 25 season on deck. The left fielder tonight for the Dodgers. Number 9 hitter. 1-0 pitch to Pajes. It's swung on and missed 95 miles an hour. Fastball right down the middle. Getting the Dodger hitter to swing right through that. Been a lot of good pitches so far for Chris Sale, right? Which is no surprise. Cy Young winner. You expect that. 1-1 pitch to Pajes looks like it was in there for a strike, but they're going to call that a ball. Count will go to 2-1. Sale does not like the call. Looked like it nipped a corner of that strike zone, but according to the home plate umpire, it didn't. So the count will go to 2-1. 2-1 pitch is going to be in there for strike 2. Right on the lower quadrant of that strike zone. Another curveball there. Pajes doesn't like the call. You see the players on both sides being a little frustrated tonight with the umpires calls because it has been a bit inconsistent to start off this game. As Pajes will hit this to the shortstop Allen, he'll get it to first, and we will go to the top of the third inning with the Braves leading 1-0. Back here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. Braves leading the Dodgers 1-0, going to the top of the third. Dustin May on the mound. Already with 4 strikeouts. Nick Allen, batter for the Braves, number 9 hitter. First pitch to Allen is in there for strike 1. First error by any Dodger player this year. It's been pretty crazy. Back in the, of course, the first inning when the Braves took the lead, get that unearned run. The 1-0-1 pitch is going to be outside for ball 1. That's how the Braves scored their 1 run of the game. An error by Mookie Betts at short. 1-1 pitch is going to be, looked like inside for a strike, but they're going to call that down and away for a ball. So, once again, Dustin May giving a double take there to the umpires. The count will go to 2-1. 2-1 pitch is going to be hit to the shortstop Betts. He'll get it to first for the out. So Allen grounds out for the first out of the third. Go to the top of the lineup now. Michael Harris the second. Come up to the plate. Harris the second struck out his first time up. Of course, Dustin May struck out the side back in the first. And this, of course, this start by the Dodgers is the second best start for defending World Series champions. The 1933 Yankees went 7-0, but kind of crazy to see that, you know, as the first pitch to Harris is in there for strike. Looks like it was a check swing. They're going to peel to third, and they're going to say no, it's a ball. So the count will go to 1-0. But kind of crazy that Dodgers start is the second best start in history in terms of a defending champion. Harris, the second, fouls away the 1-0 pitch to make the count 1-1. The best start for a defending World Series champion was the 1933 Yankees going 7-0. So, Dodgers trying to make history and equal the Yankees tonight and break their own LA Dodger record for best start. So, a lot on the line for the Dodgers tonight. 1-1 pitch is fouled away to make the count 1-2. Kind of crazy to see that there's, you know, history trying to be made this early in the year. 1-2 pitch is outside. He made the count 2-2. 44 pitches so far for Dustin May. Harris is second, left-handed batter. 2-2 pitch is going to be hit to the first baseman, Hernandez. He will step on the bag. 2 outs now here in the top of the third. 2 outs, nobody on. Austin Riley, third baseman, come to the plate. He struck out his first time up as well. Dustin May has been solid so far, right? Really having a lot of control in this game. There's been a few instances where he has lost a bit of it, but for the most part, he's been pretty composed for his first start in such a long time. First pitch to Riley is swung on and missed to make the count 0-1. Riley at 256 last year, 19 homers, 56 RBI. Solid year for the Braves' third baseman. 0-1 pitch is going to be hit foul and out of play to make the count 0-2. Versus the Dodgers will close out their series tomorrow, and then they'll fly to Philadelphia on Thursday and take on the Phillies for 3 over the weekend. As Riley's going to hit this up the right field to Teoscar Hernández. He makes the out, line out. We will go to the bottom of the third inning with the Braves leading 1-0. Back here on Dodgers Digest, Mike Nelson here with you. Braves leading 1-0. We go to the bottom of the third inning. First time that Chris Taylor comes to the plate in this entire 2025 season. His first start of the year. Sale versus Taylor. First pitch to Taylor, he's going to be popped up. And foul ground, Olsen will pick it up. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Not the best way for Chris Taylor to kick off his season with the foul out. And Shohei Ohtani will come up to the plate. He grounded out his first time up, 0 for 1 today. And Chris Sale's slider has been, great to kick off this game. First time through the lineup. First pitch to Ohtani is going to be in there for strike 1. And that's what's been, what Chris Sale's been doing. He's been getting ahead in the counts, not falling behind. 0-1 pitch to Ohtani is going to be swung on and missed. As Ohtani kind of clutches his back there. really swinging hard on that pitch, but count will go 0-2. You don't want Ohtani hurting his back, so Ohtani recomposes himself and gets ready to face the 0-2 pitch from Sale. 0-2 pitch is going to be outside for ball one. Good take there from Ohtani. It looked enticing, right? Ohtani thought about swinging, but in the end, held up, right? 1-2 pitch is going to be upstairs for ball two to make the count 2-2. Braves 1, Dodgers nothing, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Nobody on for the Dodgers as Ohtani asks for time. You see that at least once or twice in every game that Ohtani plays in, asking for time, right? Something that goes back to his Angel days, trying to throw the starting pitcher off. Or not just a starting pitcher, just the pitcher in general, right? Whether it's a reliever or a starter. 2-2 pitch to Ohtani is going to be hit foul up the first base line to keep the count 2-2. Definitely cool weather in LA tonight. A spring day. 2-2 pitch is going to be outside to make it a full count. You know, this bat started with 0-2, and Ohtani has fought back to get this to a full count. Now 43 pitches for Chris Sale. So that's going to be the question with the Braves, and how long does Sale go? Like I said, I think we're going to see this guy go deep because they don't want to go to that bullpen too early. 3-2 pitch is going to be fouled away as Ohtani just gets a piece of that. Don't expect the Braves to go to the bullpen too early. The way their season is gone, they just don't want to, the Dodgers have even more of a shot tonight, right? The 3-2 pitch is going to be hit off of the mound to the shortstop Allen. He'll throw it to first. So the second ground out of the night for Ohtani. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. So kind of an unlucky play for Ohtani. Hits that ball off of the mound right to the shortstop Allen, right? It could have went anywhere, right? It could have went off the mound into center field, but it goes right to the shortstop. And Mookie Betts will come up to the plate. He struck out his first time up. Hit 289 last year, despite having so many injuries. First pitch to Betts is in there for strike one. You don't see the Dodgers really swinging at that first pitch against Sale. They've been a little bit selective. Not swinging at that first pitch all night long. As this is going to hit Betts. Yes, this will hit Betts. It looks like it hit him right in the ribs. That's not where you want Betts getting hit by a pitch this early in the season. And he's able to recover. But this looks like it hits him right. It looks like it hits him in the hand, actually, not the ribs. It looks like that grazes the hand. And Betts is okay, it looks like, but the way he is clutching that left hand, definitely it hurt, right? Looks like it might have got some bat, too. That's why Betts is able to recover quickly. So the Dodgers have a base runner here in the bottom of the third with Tommy Edman coming to the plate. He flew out his first time up. First pitch to Edman is in there for strike one. Once again, Dodgers hitters not swinging at that first pitch, right? It's something that we've been seeing all night long for the Dodgers. Sale checks the runner. 0-1 pitch is going to be hit up the left field line, but it will just go foul. Just foul. So close to being fair, but that ball just goes foul. And I think if that ball drops in fair territory, Betts scores, right? Because he was already at third base as that ball just bounces foul up the left field line. Chris Sale's definitely kicking himself, thinking, oh boy, the game could have been tied after that pitch. A good swing there for Tommy Edman. The count is now 0-2 to Tommy, the number 3 hitter tonight for the Dodgers. Braves 1, Dodgers nothing. Bottom of the third. 2 outs. Betts at first. As Edman asks for time, and he readjusts his gloves, and now it looks like he's ready to step back into the plate. Sale checks the runner. 0-2 pitch is down and away to make the count 1-2. Tommy Edman hitting almost 400 last year, hitting 381 against left-handed pitching. And, of course, against Sale, left-handed pitcher. You hope he can get some hits tonight. 1-2 pitch to Edman is going to be popped up the right field line. Olsen, the first baseman's got it in foul territory. And we will go to the fourth inning with the Braves leading 1-0. Back here on Dodgers Digest, go to the fourth inning. Braves leading 1-0. Dustin May still in the game for the Dodgers. His first start in almost 2 years. Matt Olson, the batter, he struck out his first time up as Olson fouls this away in his first pitch to make the count 0-1. Olson, a dangerous hitter, right? Hit 29 home runs last year, 98 RBI. A lot of batters on this Braves team, have that pop, right? They just haven't had it so far in this season. The 0-1 pitch to Olson is upstairs to make the count 1-1. But, so far so good for Dustin May. The one run will not count on his ERA, unearned. 1-1 pitch is going to be down and away to make the count 2-1. So May checks no longer the sign, right? He definitely has to hear it, right? As a 2-1 pitch is going to be swung on and missed. Now with the new system where you have it in your hat, the little beeps or the vibrations, depends on how you have it set up. That tells you what pitch you're going to throw, right? From the catcher to the pitcher through technology. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Olson is going to be hit foul and out of play up that third base line. Top of the fourth, nobody out, nobody on for the Braves. They lead this game 1-0 with an unearned run back in the second. 2-2 pitch to Olsen is going to be down and away to make the count 3-2. And, so far it's been definitely a pitcher's duel, right, between Dustin May and Chris Sale. A couple of baseball's best pitchers for sure. Dustin May hasn't pitched in so long, but before he got hurt, he was, one of baseball's young rising stars when it comes to pitchers. 3-2 pitch is going to be in there for strike 3 as Olsen strikes out looking. His second strikeout of the day. That's Dustin May's 5th strikeout of the night. And Marcell Ozuna will come to the plate. He grabbed a hit his first time up. He eventually scored back in the second inning. .55 pitches so far for Dustin May. First pitch to Ozuna is down and away to make the count 1-0. .302 average last year, 39 homers, 104 RBI for Marcell. Big year for the Braves. 1-0 pitch is going to be upstairs to make the count 2-0. That's why this start by the Braves is so shocking, right? Nobody expected the Braves to kick off the year 0-5 with all the players that this team has, especially in their infield, right? But it's been a rough start offensively for them so far. The 2-0 pitch is down and away to make the count 3-0. So this is a big question mark, right? Will Ozuna swing on a 3-0 pitch, right? Does he get a green light or not, right? This is a big question here. Guy has hit almost 40 home runs last year. Do you give him the green light in a 1-0 game? 3-0 pitch is going to be taken for a strike. Nope, they're going to say ball 4. Dustin May doesn't like the call, and I agree with him because it looked like that was a strike. So big call from the umpire once again. Even Ozuna was kind of thinking that was a strike, but umpire says ball 4. Looking at the replay, clearly nips the strike zone. So that is a questionable call from the home plate umpire. So Ozzy Albies will be the batter. First pitch to Albies is upstairs to make the count 1-0. So both ways the umpires had some questionable calls, to say the least, right? It's been a frustrating day for pitchers and hitters alike. 1-0 pitch to Albies is going to be hit foul up the first base line to make the count 1-1. And that's why, I've talked about it before. I think robot umpires, we saw it in spring training with the ABS system, right? With hitters having the opportunity to challenge pitches, which I thought was a good system, right? Having a couple challenges during spring training, just trying to get balls and strikes overturned. As the 1-1 pitch is going to be hit to the second baseman, Edman, is only plays the first to Hernandez, and he makes the play. So 2 outs now here in the top of the 4th inning. A ground out by Ozuna, or by Albies, I should say. And Drake Baldwin will be the batter. Ozuna goes to second. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Braves lead 1-0. Baldwin walked his first time up back in the second. And like I was talking about, the ABS system worked well. Having the challenges, first time in history you got a chance to challenge balls and strikes. And I think that's something that's going to eventually have to come into the game on a permanent basis. The first pitch of Baldwin is upstairs for ball 1. I think it's something that looking at today's game is a clear example of a game where you have to have a challenge system, right? Because there's been so many missed calls on both teams by the home plate umpire. It's, been frustrating. The 1-0 pitch is outside to make the count 2-0. You just don't know what's a strike or what's not with today's umpire. And that's not how it should be when it comes to home plate umpiring, right? So that's why I think the ABS system or challenging balls and strikes is something that is going to have to be included in regular season baseball. The 2-0 pitch is down and away to make the count 3-0. It's the second time we've seen the count go 3-0 for Dustin in this 4th inning. Maybe a little bit of fatigue. You do see the velocity and May kind of, it's been a long time, right? So, definitely you see a little bit of fatigue now for May. 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. although it looked outside. You definitely see some fatigue starting to set in for Dustin, so we're going to see how many innings he can. This might, maybe the fifth, maybe 5 innings, maybe this is one more inning, and that's it, right? 3-1 pitch is going to be swung on and missed for strike 2. Count will go to 3-2. Dustin would love to get out of this inning with the strikeout and confirm, at least one more inning, right? Because I think the Dodgers are going to bring him out here. If he gets through this, I do believe we'll see him in the 5th, but we'll see. Already with 67 pitches. 3-2 pitch is going to be popped up to the left fielder, or Taylor. He gets under it for the out. We will go to the bottom of the 4th inning with the Braves leading 1-0. Back here on Dodgers Digest, going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Braves leading 1-0. Each team only has 1 hit to start off this game. Of course, the error by Mookie Betts, the difference. Braves picking up an unearned run. Teoscar Hernández comes to the plate. He has the Dodgers 1 hit today, 1-for-1. First pitch to Hernandez is outside to make the count 1-0. It's been a great start for Chris Sale so far, and a great start for Dustin May. Both pitchers on both sides have been pitching great for their respective teams. 1-0 pitch is going to be popped to center field to Harris II. Fly ball caught by Harris. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Will Smith will come to the plate. He was hit by the pitch his first time up. Couple hit batters for Sale today. Hit Betts, hit Smith. So it has had a little bit of pitches that have gone away. Of course, with no intention, right? You don't want to be hitting batters and putting them on base. The first pitch to Smith is outside to make the count 1-0. It's not something you want to do as a pitcher, right? Hit batters, put base runners on. It's a worst case scenario. Especially against the Dodgers, right? 1-0 pitch is fouled away. I mean, you don't want to have base runners against this team. With basically looking at this lineup, you always have like 5 or 6 guys on the Dodgers that can hit home runs every night. So that's this Dodger team. 14 home runs already in the first 6 games to kick off the year. Pretty crazy as a team. But 1 pitch is going to be in there for strike 2 to make the count 1-2. Bottom of the 4th, 1 out, nobody on for the Dodgers. Braves lead the game 1-0. Sale taking his time here. In there for strike 3. Big pitch to strike out Smith. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Kike Hernandez will now come to the plate. He struck out his first time up. And you know what? Sale's been using all the edges and corners of the plate tonight. Really taking advantage of, not leaving anything for the Dodgers to hit, right? Which is what you got to do against the Dodgers lineup. Not leaving anything in dangerous positions. But game is still young, right? Still have a long way to go. It's the second time through the lineup for Sale. The first pitch is swung on and missed by Hernandez to make the count 0-1. We haven't seen too many batters swing at that first pitch. A little surprising there. 0-1 pitch is going to be upstairs for ball 1. Haven't seen too many batters, like I said, swing at Sale's first pitch in these bats. So Hernandez trying to be a little more aggressive there, swinging at that first pitch. 1-1 pitch can be swung on and missed to make the count 1-2. Good slider there. Definitely fooled Hernandez. And Sale, showing that he's, why he was a Cy Young last year, right? With how he's doing tonight, you can definitely see it. 1-2 pitch is going to be the same slider again, but this time Hernandez doesn't swing at it, and the count will go to 2-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Nobody on for the Dodgers. Braves lead 1-0. Two pitch is going to be hit foul up the third base line. Hernandez staying alive. And that's what you got to do. You got to hope that the Dodgers can try to get to this Braves bullpen. But, the Braves are going to hold Sale as long as he can, right? They don't want to go to their bullpen. 2-2 pitch is going to be hit foul and out of play. So Hernandez fighting once again, staying alive, trying to drive that pitch count up. And that's what you want. You want to keep this game, 1 or 2 runs. It's not the end of the world. 1-0 game, 2-0 game in the 8th or 9th inning. You like your chances against the Braves bullpen, right? That's what you hope for if you're the Dodgers, just keeping the game close. The 2-2 pitch is going to be pop foul and out of play. Once again, Kike Hernandez fighting off the pitch. The 2-2 pitch is going to be popped up to the right fielder, Kelenic. He'll make the out. We'll go to the 5th inning with the Braves leading 1-0. here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. Top of the 5th inning. Braves leading 1-0. Brian De La Cruz, the batter for the Braves. He takes the first strike call to make it 0-1. Count goes to 1-1. May versus De La Cruz. May's still in the game. 70 pitches for the Dodgers starting pitcher. And this, I think, would be May's last inning, right? It was the 1-1 pitch is fouled away by De La Cruz. Ran into a fielder's choice his first time up. And you know what? I would expect that, right? Don't expect May to go too deep in this game. You know, the Dodgers have such an exceptional bullpen. There's no reason for him to really risk him in such a long time since he's pitched, right? 1-2 pitch is going to be down and away to make the count 2-2. And I think the reason why May is still in this game is because he's pitched so well, right? I mean, he's had a solid game, right? Very solid game. So that's why he's still in this game. And I think if he had run into any sort of trouble, Dave Roberts would have took him out earlier. 2-2 pitch is upstairs to make the count 3-2. If he ran into any sort of trouble, I think Roberts would have pulled the plug early, right? I really believe that. I don't think they would have kept him on if that would have happened, right? The full count is going to be ball 4. Fourth pitch there is inside. So De La Cruz walks. Braves have a base runner here in the 5th inning. And now Jared Kelenic, the right fielder, will come to the plate. Kelenic grounded out his first time up. And, like I said, I think you expect May final inning. If he runs into any sort of trouble here, like say the Braves get another base runner, I think the Dodgers will be pulling the plug on May. First pitch to Kelenic is swung on and miss. I just don't think they want to risk having Dustin May have another injury. Already a couple, serious surgeries on that arm, and they don't want him getting hurt here on the first start, right? They definitely want to try to ease him back into major league pitching form. 0-1 pitch to Kelenic is going to be a check swing. They're going to peel the third, and they're going to say it's a ball. Wow. Will Smith doesn't like the call, and I agree. It looks like a strike to me there. That's a strike. Kelenic clearly goes across the plate. I do not know how. That's not a swing. So another questionable call from this umpiring crew. 1-1 pitch to Kelenic is going to be in there for strike 2. And it's just been a rough day. I mean, yesterday yesterday was a pretty solid day from the home plate umpire, but tonight it's been extremely inconsistent for both sides. As May throws over to first to check on De La Cruz, but he gets back in time. And that's always frustrating, not knowing what's going to be a ball, what's going to be a strike. Not the way it's supposed to be, right? I mean, it's supposed to be a consistent strike zone regardless of who the pitcher or who the hitter is. The 1-2 pitch to Kelenic is swung on and missed for strike 3. Kelenic goes 0 for 2, his first strikeout of the game. And Nick Allen come up to the plate. Nick Allen, the shortstop, number 9 hitter, grounded out his first time up. 0 for 1 today. As May checks on De La Cruz at first. Top of the 5th, Braves 1, Dodgers nothing. Or I say Braves 1, Dodgers nothing. As the first pitch to Allen is in there for strike 1. Braves leading this game on an unearned run. They got a runner at first here in the top of the 5th. As May checks on De La Cruz again, throwing it over to first. Second time he goes over. And the third time he goes over, it's got to be to get him out, right? That's the new rule. 0-1 pitch to Allen is going to be in there for strike 2. And that's just to try to to increase the amount of stolen bases, right? That's the hope of Major League Baseball, and it has worked, right? I mean, stolen bases have gone way up since instituting that rule of pitchers throwing it over to first, right? To try to pick off runners. Vesia warming up. 0-2 pitch is going to be hit to the shortstop Betts. He'll go to second to Edman, to first to Hernandez for the double play. So perfectly executed there by the Dodgers infield. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning with the Braves leading 1-0. Dodgers back here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. Go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Braves leading 1-0. Big double play for the Dodgers to close out that 5th. Did you see Dave Roberts talking to Dustin May, giving him a hug and basically telling him that's going to do it, right? Sale facing Miguel Rojas, the batter for the Dodgers, taking a strike 1 there. Rojas popped up his first time up. 0-1 pitch to Rojas is fouled away to make the count 0-2. But, you know, Dustin May had a very good day today, right? I mean, can't bash the guy. Didn't an unearned run is what basically is the difference of this game. Pitched to the jams. Got a big double play here in the 5th. So it was a great day for Dustin, right? 0-2 pitches upstairs to make the count 1-2. And that's exciting, right? Because, you know, we talked about this like yesterday or on Monday during our Monday morning live show that Dustin May is going to, you know, try to make a case to get a spot on this team, right? You know, with Tony Gonsolin coming up, the 1-2 pitch is going to be fouled away. That's going to be the question, right? If Dustin May pitches good in the starts that he gets before, you know, as we know, Tony Gonsolin currently on the IL. You know, if May continues to pitch well, I mean, where does Gonsolin really fit on this rotation, right? That's going to be the big question mark. The 1-2 pitch to Rojas is swung on and missed for strike 3 as Chris Hale picks up yet another strikeout. What a day for the Braves pitcher. 4 strikeouts and really holding down one of the best teams in baseball, right? So 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Andy Pajes will come to the plate. The center fielder for the Dodgers. Chris Taylor on deck. First pitch to Pajes is outside to make the count 1-0. Good take there from Andy. Ground out today, 0 for 1. 248. Hit 248 last season, I should say. 1-0 pitch is going to be in there for strike 1 to make the count 1-1. Right on the outside corner. Super quiet day for the Dodgers bats, right? But all it takes is one swing. 1-1 pitch is going to be popped up to the shortstop Albies, or second baseman Albies, and he's got it for the out. So 2 outs down here in the bottom of the 5th inning with Pajes popping up. Chris Taylor will come to the plate. He fouled out on one pitch in his first bat of the 2025 season, right? Taylor getting his first start of the year in the 7th game. Basically had to sit on the bench the first 6 games. Player that's due $17 million this year, but has lost, definitely has lost time here in the rotation for the Dodgers, right? In the starting rotation, the first pitch is down and away to make the count 1-0 to Taylor. 1-0 pitch is going to be swung on and miss to make the count 1-1. It's been frustrating for Taylor, right? A player that's been on the trading block now for the last couple years and, struggling offensively, struggling to find playing time, right? Which is not a good sign if you're a Major League Baseball player. The 1-1 pitch is going to be popped foul and out of play to make the count 1-2. Bottom of the 5th inning, nobody out, or I say 2 outs, but nobody on for the Dodgers. Ohtani on deck. Braves 1, Dodgers nothing. Quiet offensive day for the Dodgers, to say the least. Chris Sale, 76 pitches here in the 5th. 1-2 pitch to Taylor is going to be popped foul and out of play once again. I don't believe there's anybody warming up for the Braves yet. I think they're going to, like I said a few innings ago, they're going to hold on to Taylor or hold on to Sale as long as they can, right? They don't want to go to their bullpen the way their season has gone. They're going to try to ride Chris Sale as much as they can. 1-2 pitch is going to be check swing. They appeal the first. They're going to say it's strike 3. We go to the 6th inning with the Braves leading 1-0. Go to the 6th inning. Mike Nelson with you. Braves up 1-0. Anthony Banda, the new pitcher for the Dodgers. Of course, good day for Dustin May. 6 strikeouts. It was a great first outing for Dustin. Of course, Anthony Banda, one of the top relievers for the Dodgers. Had a 3.08 ERA, a 3-2 record last season. As Harris II grounds out to start the inning. So 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Dodgers been super quiet, to say the least, when it comes to their offense. And that's been the difference, right? Usually we saw the Dodgers, get a lot of runners on, a lot of action on the bases in their first few games. And tonight it's been the complete opposite, right? Chris Sale has completely shut down the Dodgers. First pitch to Riley's bounced off the plate. Bond out of Riley. Riley, right-handed batter, 0 for 2 today. One out here in the top of the 6th. Nobody on for the Braves. 1-0 pitch is going to be in there for strike 1. Braves 1, Dodgers nothing. Riley hit .256 last year for the Braves. 1-1 pitch is going to be down and away to make the count 2-1. Whereas Braves have so many players that really can hit, right? Which some that not every team has in baseball and today's modern baseball. 2-1 pitch is going to be hit foul and out of play to make the count 2-2. Count is 2-2 with 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. 2-2 pitch is upstairs, hits the backstop to make the count 3-2. And if you're the Braves, you have to feel like this game is just too close for comfort, right? A 1-0 lead against the Dodgers is just not very much, with the kind of offense that this team has, right? Full count is going to be hit foul up the third base line and out of play. There's just not a lot of, room for error, right? When you lead 1-0, there just isn't. So that's something that I'm sure the Braves are sweating this out. Think a team that hasn't won a game this year, right? So they're really trying to win here. There's a swing and a miss here for Austin Riley for a strikeout. So 2 outs now here in the top of the 6th. This is a team that's, think about it, they're 12 outs away from their first win of the season, facing a team that hasn't lost all year, right? So that's the big difference, right? You got one team that hasn't won and another team that's won all their games, right? So that's the difference. As Olsen gets a strike 1 from Banda. Olsen struck out twice today against Dustin May. Olsen is definitely prone to strike out. 0-1 pitch is outside. I mean, to count 1-1. Check out those comments. Francisco says, thanks for doing this. This is cool you're doing this. Appreciate it, Francisco. Nico says, keep it close. Get to their bullpen. Yep, I would agree. Line says, the 1-1 pitch is going to be fouled away. Lion says, bottom of the lineup can't hit. I believe you're talking about the Dodgers. Yeah, it's been rough for the bottom of the lineup. Jasper says, they can't hit. It's just that Chris Sale is locked in today. Yep, I would agree with that. Definitely, Chris Sale is locked in today. As Olsen fouls this away to keep the count 1-2. 2 outs, nobody on for the Braves. Braves lead 1-0. Top of the 6th inning. Out at Dodger Stadium. Cool night out in Los Angeles. A spring day. Spring weather in California. Not every day you say that, right? 1-2 pitch is going to be fouled away to keep the count 1-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Banda with 15 pitches so far. A relief pitcher who came in for Dustin May, who had 5 solid innings in his first start in nearly 2 years in Major League Baseball. 1-2 pitch is going to be hit deep to center field, and that is going to go off of the wall. And Olsen will get to second standing up as the Braves have their first extra base hit of the night on that double. And that ball nearly went over the wall, right? I mean, Olsen just barely missed that, crushed it off of the wall. As Banda just left that pitch up, this goes right off the wall. Pajes plays it perfectly off the wall. So the Braves have a runner at second with 2 outs. Marcell Ozuna, the batter. And the Braves would love to get this insurance run, right? Only leading 1-0 here in the top of the 6th inning. So lefty-righty matchup. First pitch to Ozuna is inside for ball 1. Lefty-righty always a dangerous matchup, right? If you're a pitcher. The Braves have gone 1 for 31 with runners in scoring position to start off the year. Last in the National League. 1-0 pitch is foul away. Just 1 for 31. That's some pretty poor numbers with runners in scoring position. And the main reason why they've started off the season 0-5, right? Just can't win games that way. Going 1 for 31, it's just not acceptable at any level with runners in scoring position. 1-1 pitch to Ozuna is going to be hit foul up the third base line to make the count 1-2. So Banda is a strike away from getting out of this jam, which would be huge, right? It's always a jam when you have a runner in scoring position, right? I mean, keeping this a 1-run game would be big, right? With the way Chris Sale, the way he's going tonight, keeping it a 1-run game would be pretty big. 1-2 pitch to Ozuna is going to be hit foul up the third base line to keep the count 1-2. And then that would be, super important, right? To keep this close without having, the Braves bullpen hasn't even come in yet, right? So you hope with the Braves bullpen that the Dodgers have more opportunities to score than they had with Chris Sale so far, right? 1-2 pitch to Ozuna is going to be down and away for ball 2. And Banda was already walking to the dugout. Dave Roberts doesn't like the call because that looked like a strike. Yeah, looking at that replay, it looks like it nips that corner. And it's another questionable call from the home plate umpire. Let's see if it doesn't make a difference. 2-2 pitch is going to be upstairs for ball 3 to make the count 3-2. So it's a full count now to Marcell. .22 pitches for Banda. 3-2 pitch is going to be hit foul up the third base line. So Ozuna staying alive. Braves 1, Dodgers nothing. In the top of the 6th inning, they got Olsen at second off of the after the 2-out double as Ozuna asked for time. He's had 7 pitches in this at bat. Braves trying to get some insurance, right? For the 6th through they got 12 outs they got to get this win, right? They still got a long way to go if you're the Braves in this really tight ball game. 3-2 pitch is going to be outside for ball 4. So, a walk that Banda surrenders here, but this at bat should have been over, right? I mean, the umpire clearly misses that strike 3 call as Mark Pryor, the pitching coach for the Dodgers, will go on and speak to Banda. But unfortunate that you have these sort of situations with the umpire making a huge error here. Clearly should have been strike 3 for Banda, and that would have got the Dodgers out of this inning, right? Because now you have Ozzy Albies coming up. It's first and second, 2 outs, a big opportunity for the Braves to cash in on, get some more runs, right, with the lead. But this inning should have been over, right? So a big call for the umpire. And we'll see if Banda can get through it, right? Despite the adversity, despite the umpire kind of making a bad call. We'll see if he can get through it. So a whole meeting on the mound with the whole infield. Looks like it's coming to an end. Ozzy Albies coming up to the plate. He struck out and grounded out his first time up. First 2 times up. 0 for 2 today. A lot of offers tonight, right, on both sides with very few hits to say in this game, right? We've only had, 1 extra base hit. It's been a quiet night for both teams. 2 on, 2 out for Albies. He swings and misses at that first slider to make the count 0-1. 25 pitches for Banda in this outing so far. Going to be, of course, a 1-inning outing. You won't see him in the 7th. Bond that checks the runners. 0-1 pitches down and away to make the count 1-1. You got, of course, Olsen at second and Osuna at first. Albies the batter, the number 5 hitter for the Braves. Bond that checks the runners once again. 1 pitch to Albies is in there for strike 2. Albies doesn't like that call. Looked a little bit high. But the count will now go to 1-2. That was clearly out of the strike zone. Come on. I mean, as a Dodger fan, you want to see that call to strike. That's a makeup call there. It's clearly out of the strike zone. 1-2 pitch is going to be hit foul off of the backstop. The count will stay 1-2. You're seeing makeup calls and definitely inconsistent umpiring, to say the least, tonight. And that makes the game unpredictable, right? And in some ways, it's better when you have that because you just don't know what they're going to call, right? But not the way it's supposed to be, right? 1-2 pitch to Albies is going to be hit to the shortstop Betts. He'll go to second for the third out of the inning. So the Braves squander a huge opportunity to tack on some runs. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Braves leading 1-0. Back here on Dodgers Digest, Mike Nellis here with you. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Ohtani, the batter for the Dodgers. Chris Sale's still in the game, of course. First pitch to Ohtani is in there for strike 1. Like we talked about, Sale is going to stay in this game. The Braves leading 1-0. Trying to get the most that they can out of Sale before going to that bullpen, right? That's the name of the game for the Braves. The 0-1 pitch is fouled away. That count will go to 0-2. Ohtani 0 for 2 today with a couple groundouts. He has yet to solve Sale. Sale has pitched him very well so far. We'll see if Ohtani can get something, right? It's only a 1-run game, guys. It's only a 1-run game. It's just 1-0. Dodgers still in this game for sure. 0-2 pitch to Ohtani is going to be hit right between first and second for a base hit. So, leadoff hit for the Dodgers here in the 6th inning. A 2-strike hit for Ohtani. You know, the third time you face Ohtani, you know Ohtani is going to be on it, right? This guy has studied the pitcher. He's got an idea what he's going to throw. You know, he has an idea what the pitcher's going to throw, and that's exactly what Ohtani did there, right? For sure. Mookie Betts now come to the plate. Mookie with the strikeout tonight and got hit by a pitch earlier today. First pitch to Betts is going to be inside for ball 1. As Sale now has to worry about Ohtani at first, right? I mean, that's and Pierce Johnson warming up for the Braves. So as soon as the Dodgers got something going, it seems like the Braves already going to the bullpen, right? 1-0 pitch is going to be hit foul up the third base line. As soon as the Dodgers got some offense going, the Braves are going to the bullpen, right? That's because now, I mean, think about it, 83 pitches for Sale. You estimate this is probably his last inning, or maybe not even complete this inning, right? I mean, the Dodgers get some runners on here. You might see the Braves kind of go to that bullpen now, right? With Johnson already warming up. 1-1 pitch to Betts is going to be hit deep to left field. It's going way back, and it's going to go off of the wall and over. It's a home run over the wall. So the Dodgers take a 2-1 lead, a big 2-run shot for Mookie Betts. Looked like it went off of the glove, but it goes off the top of the wall and out. And the Dodgers take a 2-1 lead. A huge home run just over the outfield wall. 369 feet. Mookie Betts hits his third home run of the year. And it's a big one again, right? Just like Friday, right? As Betts just got that, crushed it out. Goes off of the top of the wall. Looks like it does not hit anybody's glove yet. This goes right off the top of the wall and out for a 2-run shot. Pretty crazy. So Tom Yemen, the batter, takes ball one. But Mookie Betts once again coming through for the Dodgers. And Chris Sale can't believe it. He can't believe it. 1-0 pitch is going to be swung on and miss to make the count 1-1. Good hack there from Tom Yemen. But Chris Sale just can't believe it, right? I mean, he's had such a great day, and now he gives up a go-ahead home run. But he just had no run support tonight at all from the Braves, right? As Edmonds going to hit this right up the middle for a base hit as the Dodgers pick up their third hit of the inning. Ohtani, Betts, Edman all getting hits here in the sixth. Third time through the lineup, it seemed like Sale just did not have it, right? It seemed like the Dodgers are really on Sale now here in the third time through the lineup. That seems like exactly what that has happened, right? Really on him, the third time through the lineup, the Dodgers just really got on him, right? As Sale is now out of the game, runner at first for the Dodgers, nobody out, and a big opportunity to continue to build on this lead, leading now 2-1. Let's go to the bullpen. Of course, we're going to go to the Braves bullpen, but let's go to the comments here. Line says they should have scored at least one run in the second. Does Dave Roberts do bunting? Rarely see it all. Yeah, that's exactly right. Dave Roberts does not do much bunting. That's something that we have, of course, criticized with Roberts in the past, right? Good comment there. Basically that's the state of baseball in general, right? You don't see a lot of teams really do the small ball anymore. A lot of teams now rely on the home run exclusively, which is the way it's kind of gone recently. The home run is super important in today's game. So it's just not something you see teams really relying on at all. Jonathan says Banda not as tight as his previous two items. Yeah, that's for sure. Banda did not look super good tonight. A bit of a struggle for sure. Giving up the double to Olsen. Nearly was a home run, right? But it definitely was not the best outing for the Dodgers reliever. Leon says Mookie. That's right. Mookie, the big hero right now. The go-ahead 2-run shot. Exactly what you want to see as a Dodger fan. You didn't think about it. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth, right? With Edman at first. I mean, the Dodgers are still put some more runs on the board. And think about it. The Dodgers are 9 outs away from winning this game, right? Think about it. The Braves are 12 outs from winning the game, and now it's completely flipped over. That's just how baseball is, right? Now the Dodgers are 9 outs away from winning. And the Braves got to be kicking themselves. A team that has started the season 0-5, and we're leading in this game for most of this game, and now we're trailing, right? It's got to be difficult as a Braves fan, as a Braves organization for sure, what they're going through right now. So we're back to play here. Pierce Johnson, the new pitcher for the Braves, as he throws it over to first to check on Edman. Of course, Teoscar Hernandez, the batter for the Dodgers. Already with a hit today, 1 for 2. His first two up to bats against Sale. First pitch to Hernandez, and Edman takes off for second. It's a high throw from Johnson. This will go, and Edman will go all the way to third as a high throw from Baldwin goes all the way to center field. Threw it over the shortstop's head. And the Dodgers now have a runner at third base with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 90 feet away from getting some more runs here, right? This is a really bad throw from Baldwin. It was nowhere near the shortstop. As Edman goes to third. Hernandez, the batter. 1-0 pitch is fouled away. Fly ball would give the Dodgers another run, right? It's all you need from Teoscar, just a fly ball. You don't even need a hit. You don't even need a hit from Theo, right? You just need him to make contact, get this to the outfield, gets the Dodgers a run. That's all you need. 1-1 pitch is outside for ball 2. So Pierce Johnson has come in, new pitcher for the Braves. Of course, Edman, if he does score, that run would be charged to Sale because Edman picked up that hit before he reached before Sale left, right? 2-1 pitch is fouled off of the backstop. And this inning has been a complete nightmare for the Braves, right? It's gone completely off script. They have yet to get an out. This is the third time through the lineup. The Dodgers looked ready, looked on point, looked like a team that knew what was coming. And that's exactly what's going on right now for the Dodgers against the Braves. 2-2 pitch to Hernandez is going to be hit foul and out of play. A team that's just basically, ready for what pitches are going to be thrown at them, right? That seems like how the Dodgers look during this inning after really struggling to get anything going in the first 5, right? So Edman at third. 2-2 pitch to Hernandez is going to be hit foul and out of play to stay alive. The 2-2 pitch to Hernandez is going to be popped foul and out of play once again. So Teoscar Hernandez staying alive. And basically, Edman's still stranded at third, right? Nowhere to go when they keep fouling off these pitches, right? Basically, nowhere to go with the foul ball, right? Can't take off running with the foul ball. Johnson, the new pitcher for the Braves. 8th pitch of this at-bat gets Hernandez to swing and miss. Big strikeout for the Braves and Johnson. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th, and now Will Smith will come to the plate. Will Smith 0 for 1 today with a strikeout, and also reached getting hit by a pitch earlier in this game. So Smith, again, the Dodgers just need a fly ball from Smith to get another run across, right? Just need a fly ball. It's all you need from your catcher. First pitch to Smith is swung on and missed to make the count 0-1. It's always important in these situations with trying to hit with runners on and to execute. Even when you're winning the game, right? Even when you're up 2-1, even when you're taking care of business, it's important, I think, to execute in these situations. 0-1 pitch is going to be swung on and miss to make the count 0-2. Always important to try to execute and try to get all the runs you can get, right? Because you never know. The Braves are only trailing 1 run in this game. 0-2 pitch to Smith is going to be hit between first and second for a base hit. And that will score the 3rd run for the Dodgers as Smith picks up a big RBI hit. And the Dodgers lead 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning with 1 out as they keep this rally going, right? 3rd time to the lineup. They have looked absolutely fabulous, this Dodger lineup, right? Absolutely fabulous for sure. Really on it, really on the pitches. Really seems like a team that's on point and ready for what's coming, right? Hernandez, the batter. First pitch to Hernandez is swung on and missed. Kike Hernandez, strikeout earlier today. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. And a fly ball, runner first base, right? Still an opportunity to continue to build this rally. Pierce Johnson, the bat, that run was charged to Chris Sale. So Sale gets charged with 3 runs, all in the 6th inning. Just a tough day for Sale, right? Because he had such a good start, the first 5, but here in the 6th ends up getting charged with 3, and that's clearly the difference in this ball game. Dodgers 3, Braves 1, bottom of the 6th inning. 1-1 pitch is going to be swung on and missed to make it 1-2. Big swing and miss for Kike Hernandez. Still looking for his first hit of the night. Hernandez starting at first base tonight for the injured Freddie Freeman, who got injured in the shower yesterday. The 1-2 pitch is fouled off of the catcher Baldwin. And, of course, Freeman was joking around with reporters before tonight's game, talking about how he went 0 for 1 in that shower, re-injuring that ankle that he injured last season, falling in the shower. But it's a day-to-day injury. You don't expect Freddie to be out long-term, but definitely a bit of a joke before tonight's game. 1-2 pitch is fouled off of the backstop to keep the count 1-2. Kike Hernandez, a batter that's, really tough out, right? We talked about that before, and we've seen it in tonight's game. The Braves pitchers really having a hard time getting that third strike on Kike Hernandez. The 1-2 pitch is outside to make the count 2-2. I want to thank everybody for hopping on the Dodgers Digest stream. Appreciate it. If you're seeing this for the first time, we're an everyday Dodger channel here covering the Dodgers like no one else. As a stolen base now for the Dodgers as Will Smith takes off for second. So the Dodgers have yet another runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As Betts just had, Smith had a big, lead on that, big jump on that, and full count now to Kike Hernandez here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 out, runner at second base for the Dodgers. 3-2 pitch is right down the middle for strike 3 as Kike Hernandez strikes out. Looking 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Not a good take there from Kike. Right down the middle, right down the pipe. Miguel Rojas will now come up to the plate. 0 for 2 today with a pop-up and a strikeout. So 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. If you're Pierce Johnson, you want to try to get through this 6th inning with no more damage to give your team a shot, right? That's the point here for the Braves. First pitch to Rojas is going to be fouled away up the first base line. Rojas hit .283 last year, 6 homers, 36 RBI. Was an important player for the Dodgers down the stretch, especially with injuries. He really came through to kind of fill in those voids and spots that the Dodgers, opened up as the months went along, right? 0-1 pitch is going to be down and away to make the count 0-2, right in the strike zone. Picked up the bottom corner there. Two outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers 3, Braves 1. 0-2 pitch is going to be hit foul and out of play by Rojas. Andy Pajes on deck for the Dodgers. Chris Taylor to follow after that. Dodgers trying to make history tonight at Dodger Stadium, right? Trying to have the best start in LA Dodger history if they could go to 7-0, right? Johnson checks the runner as a check swing there from Rojas. They go to first and they say no. Very close. Been pretty lenient tonight, this umpiring crew, when it comes to those check swings, as we saw that earlier today on a Braves at bat. So The count will go to 1-2 after they call that a ball. Dodgers have a runner second and Smith. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. They lead 3-1. 1-2 pitch is going to be hit foul and out of play as Rojas stays alive there. See that all year long with the Dodgers, right? Their batters really being tough outs, right? It's something that's been the MO of the Dodgers. The 1-2 pitch is outside to make the count 2-2. A lot of, since the Dodgers have gone into analytics, that's something that they've really stressed, right? In the years, to try to be a team that's patient, that it's a hard out. And that's what this Dodger team has been the last few years. 2-2 pitch to Rojas is going to be hit to the third baseman, Riley. He'll get it to first to Olsen. We'll go to the 7th inning with the Dodgers now leading 3-1. Back here on Dodgers Digest, Mike Nelson here with you. You go to the 7th inning with the Dodgers leading 3-1. Alex Vesia, the new pitcher for the Dodgers. Dodgers picking up 3 runs there in the bottom of the 6th inning after being shut out the first 5, right? So, big inning for the Dodgers, getting on sale the 3rd time through the lineup. As Baldwin, the batter for the Braves, will pop this up to right field. And Hernandez getting under it. Makes a big catch there right on the wall. And the umpire says it's a catch as he falls over into the crowd. A big catch there on a big foul out play in foul territory. Falling over the wall. What a great play there by Teoscar Hernández for the Dodgers right fielder. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. How he falls over there. That's going to be on Sports Center. How he falls over. Luckily, there was no fans sitting there in that section on that first row in right field. It seems like there was no fans there. And Hernandez took advantage of that and fell over and made a great out on that foul ball. Brian De La Cruz, the batter for the Braves, and he gets a strike 1 from Vesia. What a great play by Teoscar Hernandez, right? Wow. If you're watching on TV, check out that replay. 0-1 pitch is going to be hit foul and out of play to make the count 0-2. So top of the 7th inning, 1 out, nobody on for the Braves. Dodgers 3, Braves 1. Big 2-run shot by Mookie Betts. The difference back in the 6th inning. That's the difference so far here in this very tight ball game. 0-2 pitches right down the middle for strike 3. Big strikeout for Alex Vesia. 2 outs now here in the top of the 7th inning. And Jarrett Kelenic, the next batter in line if there's no pinch hitter. And there's a pinch hitter. So it looks like the Braves will be getting a pinch hitter here. Try to get something going. Eli White, the pinch hitter for the Braves. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Eli White went 282 last year in the Major Leagues. He hit 294 in AAA. One of the Braves AAA players. 0-1 pitch to White is swung on and missed to make the count 0-2. Dodgers a strike away from getting through the 7th without a blemish. Dodgers 3, Braves 1. 0-2 pitch to White is a check swing. They appealed to first, and I don't agree with that call. Alex Vesia doesn't agree with it. Dave Roberts doesn't agree with it. Will Smith doesn't agree with it. The fans don't agree with it. Just a terrible call from the first base umpire. That's clearly a swing from Eli White for strike 3. There's no way that's not a swing. Just a terrible call from the first base umpire. Now a strike 3 doesn't mean anything, but just a really bad call there from the first base umpire. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch with the Dodgers leading 3-1. To the bottom of the 7th inning with the Dodgers leading 3-1. Braves only have 2 hits in this game. Dodgers have 5 hits. It's been a rough day, to say the least, for the Braves. We're winning most of this game. Dylan Lee, the new pitcher for the Braves, left-handed pitcher. Andy Pajes, the batter. The count will go to 0-2. A couple strikes from Lee to start off this inning. Dodgers with a 2-run lead, 6 outs away from making history. 0-2 pitch is fouled away. 6 outs away from making LA Dodger history. Would be the best start since moving over to LA. Of course, not the franchise record. Still a few more games to match those 55 Dodgers, but as the 0-2 pitch is fouled away. But it would still be, special to break that LA Dodger record, which was set back in 1981. With them, of course, starting out the year 6-0. 0-2 pitch is going to be down and away to make the count 1-2. It's tough to start a season 6-0, right? It's not easy. I mean, it's like think about it, you got to win 6 in a row out of the get-go. And that's definitely not easy. 1-2 pitch to Pajes is down and away to make the count 2-2. See Lee taking his time here. He throws the pitch. It's fouled away by Andy Pajes to make the count 3-2. Or to keep the count 2-2, I should say. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Dodgers 3, Braves 1. Nobody out, nobody on for the Dodgers as Pajes fouls this away to keep this 2-2. A lot of foul balls in this game, right? You've seen the Dodger hitters really fouling off a lot of pitches in this ball game. The 2-2 pitch to Pajes is going to be fouled away once again as Pajes stays alive. Lee already up to 9 pitches in this at-bat. This will be the 10th pitch to Pajes in this at-bat. 2-2 pitch is going to be fouled away, looks like. Yes, this will be fouled out of play. So this at-bat will now stretch to 11 pitches. As Lee's got to be getting tired. As a pitcher, I think the advantage always goes to the hitter when these at-bats go so deep, right? Because these pitchers start to get a little bit frustrated, and the hitters start to get a little bit more locked in as they foul it off more. 2-2 pitch is going to be fouled away once again. This will be the 12th pitch of this at-bat coming up for Lee. Still nobody out as Lee came into the game just now, and he's having a hard time getting Andy Pajes out. Count is still 2-2. As Pajes will hit this to right field way back. Right fielder White has it. Foul out, or I should say fly out. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Chris Taylor will not come to the plate. Chris Taylor 0 for 2 today with the foul out and a strikeout. Only hit 202 last season. It was a struggle all year long for Taylor. Taylor, of course, dealt with injuries. It was a really tough year in 2024 for Taylor, right? And spring was not good to Taylor as well. Spring training was not the best. And first pitch to Taylor's down and away to make the count 1-0. Chris Taylor had a hard time as we don't get any playing time to start off this year, right? This is barely his first start of the season, right? It's barely his first start. So he's had a hard time really breaking into the Dodgers lineup. 1-0 pitch is going to be fouled away to make the count 1-1. So it's always a struggle when, you're a Major League Baseball player and you're having a hard time, breaking through the lineup, right? It's definitely a struggle. 1-1 pitch is going to be a check swing. They're going to appeal to, they're going to say umpire will call that a strike. The count will go to 1-2. Dodgers 3, Braves 1. Nobody on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. 1-2 pitch is going to be hit to the third baseman, Riley. Tough play. He'll throw it over to first for the out. Big play for Austin Riley. That was a difficult play for the Braves third baseman. He's able to get Taylor. And two outs now here in the bottom of the 7th. This is a really nice play there from Austin Riley. Checking out that replay. Backhand. Throws a little hopper to the first baseman, Olsen. Olsen makes a perfect play at first. So 2 outs now here for Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 3 today. Couple ground outs. A single came came through to score, of course, when Mookie Betts hit that 2-run homer. Ohtani will hit this to the second baseman, Albies. Tough play over to first, and that's an out. Another highlight reel play by this Braves infield. And we will go to the 8th inning with the Dodgers leading 3-1. Back here on Dodgers Digest, Mike Nelson here with you. Dodgers leading 3-1, going to the 8th inning. Blake Treinen, the new pitcher for the Dodgers. Of course, the Braves complete collapse in the 6th inning. Chris Sale, number 9 hitter for the Braves. Nick Allen, now up to a 2-0 count. Blake Treinen trying to, hold this down for the Dodgers. Dodgers are 6 outs away from, making some history, of course. I mean, one of the best starts in franchise history. So definitely got to keep an eye on this game for sure if you're a Dodger fan. 2-0 pitch is going to be fouled away by Allen to make the count 2-1. And that's, the big question mark for sure with, the Dodgers, right? With their bullpen this year, is it going to be as good as it was last year, right? 2-1 pitch is fouled away. They made the count 2-2. Last year, it was dominant, this bullpen. I mean, they showed it in the playoffs. The best bullpen in baseball, right? So are they going to get that same kind of performance from these guys in 2025, right? If they do, it's going to be hard to beat this team again. The 2-2 pitch to Allen is going to be hit in between first and second for a base hit. Betts with the diving attempt, but Braves got the leadoff hitter here in the 8th inning, and Michael Harris the second. The leadoff hitter will not come to the plate. So, the Braves got the top of the lineup here in the 8th inning. This is kind of like last call, right, for them. If they don't get anything going here in the 8th, it's going to be rough in the 9th, right? Because you got the top of the lineup. You got Harris, Riley, and Olsen coming up. This is their time to do something if you're the Atlanta Braves, right? But you're facing Blake Treinen, one of baseball's top relievers. First pitch to Harris the second is in there for strike one. Braves came into this game with a 0-5 record, still searching for their first win. One of their worst starts in franchise history. 0-1 pitch is going to be popped foul and out of play to make the count 0-2. See the fans sticking around at Dodger Stadium tonight in a close game, right? I mean, it's a close game for sure for both teams, right? This is not, this game has not been sealed yet. 0-2 pitch is going to be upstairs for ball one to make the count 1-2. See Blake trying to check in the runner. Allen at first. 1-2 pitch to Harris. The second is going to be hit deep to right field, but Hernandez will get under it. Hernandez playing deep out there. Fly out. And Austin Riley will now come to the plate. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Braves have a runner on. Dodgers up 3-1. 5 outs away from yet another win, in which has been a historic start for the 2025 season. Austin Riley 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. It's been a rough day for the Braves third baseman. First pitch to Riley is outside, although Riley made a really good play in the bottom of the 7th inning, getting Chris Taylor out on a backhand play, throwing the ball over to first on a bounce. Definitely going to be on the highlight reels tonight in Sports Center. The 1-0 pitch is going to be swung on and miss by Riley. The count will go to 1-1. Off-speed pitch clearly had the strike zone, fooling Riley there. One pitch to Riley is going to be swung on and miss, and the runner Allen takes off for second, and he's safe. So the Braves have a runner in scoring position, as Smith had no chance to get Allen. Allen had a good jump. Braves just trying to get something going offensively, right? Very little to show for in tonight's game. And, not just tonight's game, just in this season for them. It's been a struggle when runners in scoring position as Riley will foul this out of play. It's been they've been the worst team in terms of, hitting with runners in scoring position to kick off the 2025 campaign, right? That has been the problem for the Braves to start off this year, being unable to, hit with runners in scoring position. 1-2 pitch to Riley is going to be swung on and missed. Strike 3. Big strikeout for Blake Treinen. 2 outs now here in the top of the 8th. The Dodgers are 1 out away from getting out of this jam. Check swing there. This time they call it a strike. As Riley strikes out for the 3rd time today. Here's Matt Olson now coming up to the plate. Olson has struck out 3 times already today as well. First pitch to Olson is in there for strike 1. Olson did pick up a double, though, today. One pitch to Olson is going to be swung on and missed for strike 2. The count will go to 0-2. We know that Olson is prone to strike out. And now that Treinen is a strike away from doing that and getting through this 8th inning. 0-2 pitch to Olson is going to be upstairs for ball 1. One for 33 to start off the year for the Braves with runners in scoring position. 1 for 33. Last in the National League. Atrocious hitting with runners in scoring position as Olson fouls it off to stay alive. And, if Olson doesn't, get on here, it's going to go to 1 for 34, right? I mean, that's the name of the game here. That's the way it rolls. As 1-2 pitch is going to be popped foul and out of play. Olson staying alive. Blake Treinen up to 19 pitches in this eighth inning, so he's definitely had to work for these outs for sure. Seems like every inning there's been a lot of pitches, a lot of foul balls on both sides. Both teams fighting off those 2-strike pitches. 1-2 pitch to Olson is going to be hit foul up the first base line. Yet another foul ball. A lot of baseballs have been used in this game, right? With all the foul balls going into the crowd and out of play. They're going to have to go through a few bags of baseballs after this game is over. The 1-2 pitch to Olson is going to be popped foul and out of play. So yet another foul ball. As Olson staying alive. Hopefully the fans brought their gloves to try to make those, try to catch. It's always fun to catch a ball at a game, right? It's always what every baseball fan hopes to achieve when they go, right? As Trinan getting set. Still the count 1-2 to Olson. 1-2 pitch is going to be upstairs to make the count 2-2. So 2 outs. Braves have a runner second in Allen. Dodgers lead 3-1. Mookie Betts 2-run homer. The difference for the Dodgers. That's the home run that's given the Dodgers the win. 2-2 pitch is going to be hit to the second baseman, Edman. He'll go to the first. Hernandez will go to the bottom of the 8th inning with the Dodgers leading 3-1. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Mookie Betts leading off against the new pitcher for the Braves, Hernandez. Teoscar Hernandez, pitcher out of Cuba. 1-0 pitch is going to be hit to the right fielder, White, for 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning as Mookie Betts flies out. Dodgers lead 3-1. Tommy Edman coming to the plate. 57 degrees out at Dodger Stadium, so definitely a chilly night in LA. Not something that Dodger fans are used to at any time of the year, right? And when does it ever get down to 57 in LA? As Edman's going to bunt, and Hernandez picks it up. He goes to first to Olson for the out. So 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 8th inning as Edman grounds out with that bunt, and Teoscar Hernández will not come to the plate. We're just, like I said, chilly night at Dodger Stadium. Kind of hard to believe that Mookie Betts was still able to crush that out, right? Despite the chilly weather. You know, it's been usually when it's this chilly, the ball just doesn't even carry out, right? But Mookie Betts must have really crushed that if Went out as the first pitch to Hernandez is in there for strike one. Tanner Scott warming up for the Dodgers. Try to close this out. 0-1 pitch is going to be swung on and missed to make the count 0-2. Hernandez working quick. Hernandez to Hernandez, right? Daisbel Hernandez to Teoscar Hernandez. So as Teoscar calls for time. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Nobody on. Dodgers up 3-1. 0-2 pitch is going to be grounded to the shortstop Allen. He'll go to first to Olsen. We will go to the 9th inning with the Dodgers leading 3-1. Here on Dodgers Digest. Dodgers leading the Braves 3-1. We go to the 9th inning. Of course, Tanner Scott will be coming in to try to close this out. Scott came in from the Padres this past offseason, one of the biggest free agent signings for the Dodgers, to say the least, among many others, right? Tomorrow, another big free agent signing for the Dodgers. Blake Snell will be making his second start for the Dodgers. In his the game 3 of this 3-game set. Marcell Ozuna, the leadoff batter for the Braves in this 9th inning, takes ball 1 down and away. So the important thing for Scott is, not to give the Braves any opportunities to get some momentum going, right, in this 9th inning. 1-0 pitch is going to be grounded to the shortstop Betts. He'll go to first to Hernandez. 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. And this is exactly what you got to do, right? Get outs early. Not give the Braves any hope that they can come back, right? As Ozzie Albies, the second baseman, will be the batter now for the Braves. First pitch to Albies is upstairs to make the count 1-0. A lot of fans heading out at Dodger Stadium. Chilly night. People heading home early. 1-0 pitch is down and away to make the count 2-0. I guess fans did not want to stick around for, traffic won't be as bad tonight, right? Tuesday night shouldn't be as bad at Dodger Stadium. 2-0 pitch is going to be in there for strike 1 to make the count 2-1. Drake Baldwin on deck for the Dodgers. So 2-1 pitches swung on and miss to make the count 2-2. Top of the 9th inning, Dodgers 3, Braves 1. Nobody on. 2-2 pitch is going to be hit to the first baseman, Hernandez. He will step on first 2 outs now here in the 9th inning. Dodgers 1 out away from making history. 1 out away from the best start in LA Dodger history. A little bit of a stumble there for Kike, but he's able to recover himself and step on first, right, for the out. First pitch to De La Cruz is swung on and missed. I should say to Baldwin. First pitch to Baldwin was swung on and missed, so 2 strikes away from winning this game. 0-1 pitch is down and away to make the count 1-1. Of course, Dodgers will close out this series tomorrow and then head over to Philadelphia for a 3-game set. 1-1 pitch is going to be hit to the first baseman, Hernandez, and he will step on first. The Dodgers close out this win. It is the best start in LA Dodger history. They improved to 7-0. They have, of course, beat the 1981 mark of 6-0. Now 3 wins away from tying the Dodgers franchise record overall, right? The Brooklyn Dodger record. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. Want to appreciate everybody for watching tonight's stream. We got the post game coming up. Go through the comments once more. I want to thank Jonathan, Leon, Geo's Plays. Appreciate it. And yeah, we got a good win for the Dodgers, 3-1 over the Braves. Great pitching performance from Dustin May. As always, let's go Dodgers. Woo!